Hello and welcome to my kitchen. So today I thought we would go over making bagels at home. Something that's a little bit labor intensive, but definitely worth the work. They are so delicious for breakfast if you want to toast them, or an afternoon pick-me-up, or maybe a bedtime snack. Because I know myself, I'm not afraid of carbs, and I hope you aren't either. So these again are full of gluten, sugar, and all of my love. There's no gluten-free, fat-free, sugar-free bologna in this kitchen. So I already prepared the dough because it takes a little bit of time and it's pretty boring to sit and watch dough rise, kind of like watching paint dry. So I will post the recipe underneath in the comments for any of you who are interested. So first off, we need to get this dough punched down and then getting this shaped so that we can divide it equally into 8 pieces to shape into the most perfect balls. One thing I know for sure is balls. I mean, I've handled hundreds of balls, I would like to say, in my lifetime and my career as a fitness leader. Lots and lots of sweaty balls, which I bring with me from community to community in this giant sweaty ball sack. Everybody just can't wait to get their hands on my balls. So, moving on. All right, so we're going to just shape this first off. So I like to roll it out, press it kind of into a rectangle, and then slice that in half. And then each half into 4 so that we can get this as even as possible into 4 pieces. You can get out a scale if you want to weigh them and have like absolutely perfect balls, but I don't know, who has time? Not me. We'll just do the best we can here. So we'll cut this up 4 pieces, and then with each piece, you're going to shape that first off into a ball just with your hands. Most of us know how the perfect balls should feel. These are nice and warm too, so they should be easier to shape and to form. We're going to use both hands. So just a nice gentle firmness. We're not trying to crush the ball under the weight of our hand, but it does take some firmness to get them to form up. So I'm going clockwise with this one, but that is really preference if you want to switch directions, or even like switch hands if your arm starts to get tired. There we go. So whatever it takes to get that into just the perfect ball. Don't be afraid to really work these balls. They can take a lot. Gentle but firm. Both hands.
A few minutes later.
So as you'll notice, not all my balls are the same size. There are some bigger balls, some smaller balls, and I've noticed that a lot of people actually do prefer smaller balls. Not everyone wants great big balls. So it's always good to be able to offer your guests a variety of sizes of balls. Okay, so next of all, we are going to pick up your ball. You're going to take your finger, dip it in the flour, and you're going to insert it right into the center of your dough ball. And then stretch. So you're stretching these rings of dough, stretching your balls out so that now the hole is about 1/3 the size of the diameter of the entire bagel. So there we go, just like that. So again, I'll show you that one more time. You're going to dip your finger, get it well coated in flour, insert it into the center of the ball to force it in there sometimes. And then you're going to stretch, pull and stretch. So again, firm, but gentle. There we go. And you're going to repeat that with all your dough balls. I always wondered if I could juggle, I don't know. Whew. Yeah, I can do 2. Let's see if I can do 3. Oh yeah, the circus is gonna be calling me soon. If you can't play with your balls, what's the fun in life? Never be afraid. So again, stab right down in the center. Gently but firmly pull. You don't want to cause any tearing. There we go. And these are ready for the next step.
5 minutes later.
Alrighty, our dough balls that have been shaped into bagels have had a couple moments here to rest because I did play with them pretty hard. They need a little break. I have brought the water in a Dutch oven to a boil. We're going to drop the bagels in, probably 4 at a time. It depends what you're comfortable with though. If you don't like that many things going on at once, you can definitely just do 2 at a time. So we're going to drop them in. Once they float, we will boil them from 1 to 2 minutes. 2 minutes will create a more chewy bagel. And then we're going to pop them in the oven at 425 and they can bake for 20 minutes until they are just perfectly browned. Are we ready? Let's go. Okay, and once they have boiled for 1 minute, we are just going to give them an old flipperoo. It's really quite easy. And then set that timer once again. So there we are. I think they look pretty delicious. We'll just throw those into the oven and I'll bring you back when they're ready.
A little later.
Our bagels are ready. Would you like to see? Sure smells delicious. And here they are, perfectly browned. I actually, for those viewing who are just a little bit concerned about my hatred for raisins, I actually do love raisins. These are cinnamon raisin bagels, so yum yum. Next step I usually use, I will take them off and just let them cool on a rack. And then once they're cooled just a little tiny bit so you don't like burn the roof of your mouth, you can slap some margarine or some butter on there, maybe some peanut butter, and enjoy yourself a bagel and a cup of coffee. Thanks for joining me today.